I'm trying to share with you some pressure. But I don't know if you were watching the news. If you watched Oprah Friday show, anybody see that? 200 men. 200 men dealing with the pressure of coming out because they were abused as children. One man is abused by his own dad, biological father. And then his mother didn't believe him when he told her, pressure. He's married and now divorced because he couldn't handle the pressure, but he has 2 children that he wants to leave with his mother and says to the mother, don't let dad seize them. And then Oprah did something mind-boggling. She asked him a question. If your mother wasn't good with you and didn't believe that your father did that stuff to you, why do you think she's going to protect your children? Pressure. Pressure. Washington University, I don't know if you were watching on Monday. Oh, Pastor. Chi alums. I don't know if you've seen that. George Washington University. First transsexual coming out. She believes she's a boy locked up in a girl's body. But the pressure is she's on a woman's scholarship for basketball. So if she comes out and says she's a transsexual, which is basically saying I've got all the woman parts now, but on the inside I feel like a man, how's my school going to accept me? What happens to my scholarship? What's going on? But I don't feel like a woman. And the school says to her, as long as you don't take any hormones or go through any changes physically and write out your scholarship, we'll honor it. And her school and friends and basketball teammates embrace him, because she doesn't want to have anything to do with the female part. What was it like for her brothers to hear it, and her sister and her mom? What was it like to come out? Pressure. I don't know if you've heard of the Honorable Joel Burns, Fort Worth, Texas. He gave a speech on October 27th, just 3 weeks ago. It gets better, is what he wanted to encourage folk. Which folk? Well, see, because he's gay. He came out, he got married. But in his district, there were 11 young men and girls who committed suicide because they couldn't handle the pressure of owning up to that they were gay. They got bullied at school. They got beat up. Some of them were told, why don't you go and shoot yourself? So they went home and took a gun and shot themselves. One of them was told, why don't you just go and hang yourself? So guess what he did? He went home and hung himself. And you're saying, what are you talking about, Clarence? These children are 10, 11, 12, 13, who have the pressure of feeling I'm gay, but nobody wants to accept me because I'm gay. And so as soon as they come out, they get beat up on. And you think that you and I have pressure. This is so much pressure that they're killing themselves, but they're dealing with some pressure that I just don't know if I could handle. You understand? I'm telling you, I caved in when I had the stroke pressure, to the point where I cursed, to the point where I screamed at my children. I wasn't me. I got mad with God. How would I handle that kind of pressure of not being liked, to being ridiculed, to be picked on? Forget financial pressure, just that kind of pressure. I really don't know how your pastor handles some of the pressure trying to preach to you guys every Sunday. There's some serious pressure. And please try to understand that everything that you go through, each one of us, each kind of pressure that we go through, doesn't make it any less than the kind of pressure I'm going through. So now that how do we handle it? How do we handle this pressure? What does God want us to do? What's the way out? I want to encourage some of you this morning, already this afternoon. I'm going to try to be brief with you. That regardless of the pressure you're going on out, whatever you're under, don't give up crying out to God. Don't give up crying out to God. He didn't hear me, Pastor. My wife is messing me up. My children are giving me my work. Listen, I could side with you. I will never be able to tell anybody that the pressure is not real. So listen, it's not what the pressure is, it's how you respond to the pressure. So I want to encourage you today that even if you're going through a hard time, listen, every hard time, every hard pressure is real to you. Please understand that. You know what? If you ask my wife, she says, you don't understand. Well, Pastor Armstrong seemed like a really nice man. He's really giving. I said, yeah, you don't live with him. Because she has to deal with some pressure that none of you will ever have to face. A righteous man falls down 7 times. And the Bible says, Pastor, that he stays down. He quits. He gives up. He gets back up again. I want to encourage you, no matter what you're going through, get back up again. Listen, you messed up with your wife, get back up again. You messed up with your children, get back up again. It messed up at work, get back up again. Apologize, say you're sorry, start over fresh. Don't let the pressure knock you out, but get back up again.